I go to Erev Shabbos, this week's Parshas Toldos. Parshas Toldos starts off, Eila Toldos Yitzchak ben Avram Hoyladas Yitzchak, and Rashi talks about the seeming double lashon, and explains that the reason why it had to say it like that is because the late Sanei Hadar, the people who would make fun in that generation, were saying that it can't be that Yitzchak came from Avram because he was so old, and how could it be? It must be that Sarah conceived from Avimelech and not from Avram Avinu. So therefore Hashem came and he made Yitzchak's face look exactly like Avram Avinu's face, so the late Sanei Hadar could have nothing to say. This claim that Sarah conceived from Avimelech was just a pure mockery. They were just purely making fun. It's clear that Avram Avinu didn't have a problem. He already fathered a child with Hagar. He had Yishmael. He fathered 6 more children afterward. So it was clear this was just the late Sanei Hadar making a pure mockery of the whole situation. So Hashem comes and he intervenes because of something that the late Sanei Hadar would say is kind of a strange concept. We know that Hashem really doesn't care what people say. For example, in the Torah, it says Na'aseh Adam, and Chazal tell us that even though it sounds like that means that Hashem created man with other beings, because he says Na'aseh, let us make, we know that we learned from there a lesson that it just means that it's okay to consult with other people. That it says Kaviyachal Hashem consulted with how to create mankind. He consulted with Malachim, and it's there to teach us a lesson. The point is, without delving too much into that topic, the point is that Hashem is not concerned with the late Sanei Hadar. So why over here all of a sudden was Hashem so concerned with the late Sanei Hadar? So Rabbi Yisrael Meir Druk says in the name of his father that it's true. When Hashem's kavod is at stake, he doesn't care. But when kavod habrius is at stake, when it's people's embarrassment that is at stake, then Hashem steps in. We find it in other places too. For example, by Yeravam ben Avat, he brought Avodah Zarah, Karbanos to Avodah Zarah. We don't see anything Hashem intervening in any way. He caused the whole nation to sin. We don't see Hashem intervening in any way. But when he wanted to cause harm to another person, then we see that his hand becomes paralyzed. Similarly, Esav, he committed 5 sins on the day he sold his Bechayra to Yaakov, including adultery, murder. So the Torah doesn't say any of these sins. Why not? It focuses only on that he was mevaza the bechayra, which would seem to be a way less level sin compared to the other ones. But Hashem was willing to overlook his own kavod, but he wasn't willing to overlook the slight to the honor of Yaakov, who Esav disparaged for having bought the bechayra. And that sin is the one that the Torah highlights. I think it's such a great lesson over here. Of course, we have to be makbid on Hashem's kavod, but the lesson here is that Hashem, Kaviyachal, again, wasn't makbid on his own kavod. Us too, we shouldn't be so makbid on our own kavod. But if we see someone else might be in danger of his kavod being disparaged, or if we see someone else who might be someone's making fun of, then we should intervene. We should step in and we should say, that's not right. That's not right. You shouldn't be doing that. Let's all try to keep that in mind. Have a great Shabbos.